Hi, I'm Mike. Farms and ranches are homes to many different types of wildlife, and most are welcome. But when you're raising what some might consider a quick and easy meal, then something has to be done, as we take a look at predators on the ranch on our Wyoming Life. Welcome back to our Wyoming Life, and thanks for joining us as we explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary 3 times per week right here. Please subscribe and join us. We post videos 3 times a week straight from the real working Wyoming ranch and bring you along as we work, learn, and live every day. From the pastures to the gardens, we invite you to become a part of our community that not only cares about agriculture, but the people that try to make this life possible. Springtime is the era of new life on the ranch, but it's not only calves and baby chickens out there waiting every morning for their breakfast. There's also many other types of animals hiding in the wings of the ranch. Many we don't even see, and yet we still know they're there. We find evidence of their trespassing, and sometimes that evidence is heartbreaking and difficult to deal with. For a predator, the ranch can seem like a buffet. Over thousands of acres, many animals fall into the prey category, from cottontail rabbits slinking through the pasture to prairie dogs darting in and out of their underground lairs. Grouse work their way through the grass, and even a baby antelope away from its mom might be seen as an easy opportunity for some other hungry and determined animal. The ranch is a system of give and take for everything out here, even the rancher. Everything from the grass to the animals, and that's the reality of things on the Western Plains. Occasionally, though, the rules of the pastures and the plains invade the domestic life of the ranch. In and around the main part of the ranch, the buildings and the houses are where animals should feel the most protected. Most predators won't venture close to people, and when they do, it means they're hungry and looking for an easy meal. It's a very uncommon occurrence to see a mountain lion or a coyote or even a fox brave enough to dart in or get too close, but it does happen. The prairie encroaches on the homestead, or maybe it's the other way around. Domestic animals are sometimes seen as an easy target or easy pickings for larger predators of the area. If a mountain lion is seen around here, we call our neighbors and our neighbors call us, advising us to get smaller dogs and even smaller children inside and into protection, out of the line of sight of this shy but sometimes crafty hunter, although it is very rare. More than likely, it's going to be a coyote or a fox that wreaks havoc on the ranch, and when they do, the effects can be quick and devastating. This is the chicken house. In it, we raise our birds, not for eating, but for their eggs. Egg production is a huge part of farmers market. Often, farm fresh eggs are a great way to introduce new customers to the value of buying food, including vegetables, meat, and other products directly from the producer. We call farm fresh eggs the gateway food. And if you've never tried a farm fresh egg, I urge you to find a local producer and just try one. Farm fresh eggs are only days old by the time you get them compared to the grocery store eggs, which can be weeks or months down in the store. The difference is amazing. For us to produce our eggs, we need chickens. And depending on demand, we need a lot of them. Most of our chickens will produce close to 1 egg per day, and even a few dozen eggs a day is sometimes not enough to fill the orders that we receive. This year, we added 60 new chickens to the flock. And for the first part of their lives, they lived in the shop. Then, a wagon train of their own sort brought them and moved them into the chicken house to live in their own room inside, complete with water, food, and shelter. And while they continue to grow, they're going to stay inside, protected from whatever may be waiting for them outside. And for good reason. While these little ones are getting used to their new habitat, the older chickens, the ones that produce eggs for us now, are enjoying the spring weather. While the days last longer, the chickens get braver. And during the winter months, they may be eager to get back inside the warmth of the chicken house. But during the warmth of spring, they're out exploring, and often getting them inside at night is a fight. It's this time of year that disaster usually strikes, and it doesn't take long before a predator finds our flock and begins picking them off one by one. When you have 50 chickens, it's hard to see them go missing. They tend to spread out. They don't flock together. And soon it becomes apparent, though, that something bad is happening. Even with the danger of a hungry predator coming around, the new chickens in this chicken house still need to come outside. They're getting bigger by the day, and they can't stay cooped up in there all the time. They need out, but they still need to be safe. And that's where a chicken run comes into play. The chicken house is divided into halves. Each half has a door that leads to the outside. One leaves for free-range chickens to go wander around the ranch. The other leads into a chicken run, where the chickens have some protection from whatever is out there hunting them. Over the winter, the weight of the snow will damage the chicken run somewhat. And after a few minutes of repair and checking all of the fence for holes, either for something to escape or something else to get in, we can call the chicken run safe for habitation and let the chickens have access to the outside. For the first times in their lives, they can cautiously move out into the world, the big, bad, dangerous world. As for our predator hunting nightly in the area, we finally have an ID, a small fox who's been sneaking in every night. The chickens have taken to living in the barn for some protection, and even then, she still moves in through the flock and does her damage. Traps are set, which really don't do much good. A fox is a worst-case scenario for us. And when it comes to predators on the ranch, a fox is probably the most smart, most cunning, and definitely the most sneaky of the bunch. As she moves through the pasture with a pup in tow, it's easy to realize that she, just like the ranch, is trying to provide for her family. But we can't allow her to provide for hers by taking away from ours. Eventually, though, her den is located, and she's trapped, and she's going to be relocated by county officials who take care of these sort of things, hopefully far, far away from here. This doesn't change our plan with the new chickens, however, because where there's one fox, there's a lot more. And for now, we're playing it safe. Other predators are welcome to stay, like the cats, who live in the barn and keep mice and other smaller predators away, or the badger, who dines on prairie dogs. The ranch is an ecosystem, and we all work together. Just stay away from the chickens, and we'll get along just fine. When we talk about how smart a fox is, it reminds me of a story my dad told me when I was a kid. You see, a young cowboy is out checking and repairing a fence, when all of a sudden he realizes that he dropped his hammer somewhere. And you can't get much fencing done without a hammer, so he frantically goes back down the fence line looking for it. If he doesn't get this fence today, then the boss is going to chew his butt, and he might even lose his job, the one he's been waiting for years to get. So he works his way back down the fence line. And it's right there that he sees a fox walking towards him, and in her mouth is his hammer. The fox walks up, drops the hammer, and the young cowboy looks up at the sky and he says, "It's a miracle." And the fox says, "Not really. Your name is written right on the handle." Kind of a silly one. Thanks for coming along with me today as we make the ranch safe for another day, and we move on with chores like collecting eggs from our few remaining chickens. But we will rebuild. That's a given. It's the human spirit, and it's not just the bullheadedness that comes with the hat. Please subscribe and continue with us. Branding is just around the corner. Haying is going to begin soon, and I'd love to have you along for the ride. While you're at it, hit that little bell button so you make sure that you get notified when a new video comes out and you don't miss a thing. Find us on Facebook for content that you can't find anywhere else. And until next time, have a great week. And thanks for joining us in our Wyoming Life.